Hey guys, it's Chris Elston. I'm joined with some awesome guests tonight as they celebrate the launch to their film. I had the gentleman on before, Andre. We talked about his film Midnight Perturbation. Awesome movie. I got the chance to actually see the film, and it was really awesome. And we're going to talk all about it. We're going to talk to the cast and all kinds of stuff. But first, I want to show you guys the trailer one more time for who hasn't seen it. And also remember, it's launching today, so you may have to buy this movie and everything. So let me pull up the trailer, and we're going to watch it.
Inside each stone is a fossil containing the blood of an ancient demon. It feeds off of anxiety, guilt, and betrayal. These emotions give it strength, allowing it to latch onto the closest being that is harboring those emotions. Once it's laid inside a host, it's only a matter of time. I've not been able to sleep since I took that thing. Okay, I keep getting these crazy evil visions in my head, nosebleeds, night sweats, and an insatiable lust for blood. And if I'm feeling like this, I can't imagine what's going on with Amy.
At least look at me. Don't you want to see me one last time?
It's not really no other way.
I'm sorry, Raj, but this is perturbation. Death is the only way to end perturbation.
All right. Awesome.
Okay. Sorry, Chris. I think one of the actors is trying to join the podcast.
Okay. Oh, I see him. Hold on a second. He's at the
Okay.
bottom of the screen. Sorry.
No worries, no worries, no worries.
Hey, how you doing?
Hello, hello, hello.
How you
Hello.
doing? All good?
Yes, man. Oh, bless.
Awesome.
Cool.
So, Andre, I'm gonna let you just introduce everybody, and then I'll ask some questions.
Cool. Yeah. So we have I'll start with Laura. Laura Abelayev plays Sasha in obviously Laura correct me if I'm wrong for it's going on different, but that's the way I read it. But yeah, so Laura Abelayev plays Sasha in the movie. And then on the other screen we have Eric Blau, who plays the artist in the film. You don't actually see the artist, but he's like a voice message in one scene, and he is the voice of a character that you will eventually see in the sequel. And then on my screen, you have the cast members: Shadell, who plays CJ; Abiyomi, who plays Elijah, and he's wearing a really bad football T-shirt today as well. I don't know what this football T-shirt is. Terrible. Get off. And then you have Nick as well, who plays Jamie in the movie.
Awesome. So, how did you get? Was this like the first time you all worked together on an actual feature film, or have you guys worked together before in the past?
Yeah, most.
Working in the past, yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, that we worked in the past.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So yeah, exactly. So I worked with actually. I think Laura can probably explain the few projects better. If you want to explain, Laura, how we met, and yeah.
Yeah, we actually met in the previous film called Summer Project, and it was really interesting because I was basically during the pandemic. There was not much that we could do in terms of like filming locations, so it was quite interesting to create a film during that time. And then that's how we met. And then I think from that story and from that we started to develop this film. But it was really interesting.
Oh, cool. Do you like? Have you done horror before, Laura, or is this like the first time you've done something like this?
I think Summer was my first horror
Okay.
film. Yes.
Yeah, you did an
Yeah.
awesome job in it. So I
Thank
guess
you.
oh, no problem. So I guess we can kind of just go through all the actors, and I'm sorry if I pronounce your names wrong. I apologize. I'm terrible
Uh,
at saying names. But Shadell, is that how you say her name? Shadell.
Perfect. Yes.
Okay, cool. So how was your experience on making this feature?
It was great. It was my first time working with Andre and everyone.
Yeah.
So yeah, I loved it. I really resonated with CJ, and I thought it was just a great film to work on.
Awesome. So when you read the script, you're like, this is pretty wild. Like,
Mhm.
Yeah, it was, and particularly because my character just has no idea that any of that happens. So I
Right.
kind of get to the end, and I think, oh my goodness, like CJ, yeah, has no idea. So that was a challenge, definitely playing that. But yeah, it was a good
Awesome.
script. It was a great script to read. I thought it was unlike any kind of horror that I had worked on before.
That's awesome. I mean, because you guys were very. What I liked about it was like the chemistry between everybody. Like you're believable. Not. It didn't. I never taken out. Oh, these are actors. Like no, it actually felt like you guys were friends, and the other issues going on, like infidelity and all that. There was that was very. It was well done. It was put together. Very believable.
no, thank you very much. Man.
No problem. So I'll get okay. I'm going to say your name so wrong.
You can call me. You can call me Yomi. I tell them to call me Yomi.
Yomi, okay, Yum, I can do that. So
Yeah.
how and I like again. So technically, you were like one of the leads, and like you carried a lot of the film, dude. And I like you had a lot to do in the movie without spoiling anything.
Yeah, no, there's a lot. Because I mean, this is the third project that I worked with Andre on, and it was the previous one I worked on was Project Summer with Laura and Nick and Eric as well. And yeah, Elijah is a lot different to Miles, who I played in Project Summer. And yeah, it was sort of a lot to carry with the character because so many different emotions he was going through with his partner, and yeah, it was a lot to. There was a lot to play around with, and also I wanted to make as believable as possible. But yeah, it was a tough but very great role. And when Andre sent me the script, I was just like, yeah, this is something.
Awesome. And like I said, again, I don't want to spoil the film, but your character has to deal with a couple situations. One is the supernatural aspect, and one is just the actual human aspect. How
Yeah.
did you prepare for that role, as far as the human side of it? What was the reveal to you later on in the movie? How did you prepare for that? Because your reactions were very. It was like, damn, this was real.
I mean, it took, to be honest, I kind of, obviously, once I read the script, I kind of had to put myself in Elijah's situation to see how I would sort of deal with it if my partner was going through this with the human and supernatural aspect. And it took a lot of like sort of drawing those emotions. And with me, like when it comes to certain scenes, I listen to specific kind of songs or music that kind of help me mentally sort of prepare for those scenes. And luckily we kind of filmed the film in chronological-ish order, so there was kind of a build up to it. It wasn't that I just done the shock scenes in the beginning. Like it was a real build up on when we got to the the emotional scenes. It's like I've carried so much through the weeks of filming that I was sort of like just bring it out. And yeah,
It's a good process. All right.
that's like the process of doing it for that really helped. And how we shot the film and just the scenes that we shot in certain orders helped and sort of build it up as well. Yeah.
Nice. I got some more questions to ask all y'all, so I'm gonna come back. But Nick, did I say that right?
Yeah.
Okay, so your character was pretty interesting. He was very antagonizing. That's the best way I can put it. So how was that playing that kind? Or was that the first time you played a character like that, or?
To be honest, no. It was the first time I played a character like that was actually on Project Summer with Eric, who was actually
Okay.
part of there.
I don't pick him.
Very honest with you, I think Andre really wrote the character in terms with my strengths in mind.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like,
I'm sure.
though I would not say Jamie and I are probably very close in our dialogue. I think in terms of we're more similar than not. So I think I got a pretty good break with the role I got, and I had a lot of fun playing that.
Awesome.
So.
You did a good job. So the scene in particular, the opening scene where you guys are kind of chilling on the couch playing the games. Like, how long did it take to do it? 'Cause it felt very natural. Like, was that improv? Yeah, just kind of like just being friends in real life. Was it easy just kind of play off each other in that situation?
Do you want to go for that?
No, I would say so that was all scripted. So we had a script.
Okay.
Everything was written. Obviously, we have a good connection. I think the three of us are all,
Right.
I think everybody just like in the film flows really well. We have really, I'm quite lucky to meet people who are actors who are just, we just have the same energy and we just kind of all flow and get each other. So yeah, the dialogue was all written, but the energy was real.
Right.
You can write stuff for actors, and you can. I say actors like they're like a different species. Obviously, you can write like you can write stuff for actors and kind of like, have to be like, okay, cool. I need to get into my brain and like, try to explain to them the energy. But because we had worked on Project Summer already, and I knew these guys quite well before, I knew who they were, and I wrote these roles for them. So
Right.
I knew that this is what they would bring to the table and what they would kind of like. And yeah, what you see in the film is kind of what I kind of like knew they would do in general. But yeah, so it wasn't improv. There's a script, but the energy is real. The energy is literally like, a few times we were recording, filming. I think we both started breaking out laughing. And
I can see that.
It was fun. Yeah.
But I like films where like the characters, you kind of hang out with the characters. I always felt that's a good way to get to know the characters. And even like what you guys hang on the couch, and even when the ladies were at the table talking, they're just very relaxed, chill scenes. But within those scenes, you got a good feel and understanding of each one of those characters.
Yeah. And that's what I wanted. I wanted you guys to kind of like fall into before we destroy your world, destroy your comfort zone. To have you kind of like be in an environment where you're like, cool, I identify with this guy. And we destroy him afterwards. So it's good.
Yeah, because funny you say destroy. Because the funny thing was when I was just so invested in the characters, I forgot shit. I'm in a horror movie. I forgot about the horror till it came in. I was all into the other stuff, so that was good. But Mr. Eric, so you are the voice, and that was very interesting. So tell me, how did you prepare for your role?
Jack Daniels.
Good answer.
The thing is with Jay, he like he says he'll write the character specifically for a person, and because I've known him for a good while as well, and through the pandemic as well, we connected a lot and worked on music as well. So my kind of style is more coming from a musical background, so
cool.
It's just working with the voice and working with what he's got and improvising it around myself as well, which is good because he allows me to add my character into it. Because reading the script is one thing for me, and I know I don't have to read as much as the others do, bless them. But for myself, it's like he'll give me exactly what I need because he knows myself personally and he knows how I talk and how my characteristics are. So yeah. It works.
It's a really good process. It worked. Hey, and it worked for the movie, dude. Like that was wild. So I guess not spoiler. The sequel, we're gonna see some more of the same things with that, right? Like as far as the voice and all that stuff. Correct.
Watch this space.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's deal with one first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good answer.
Then the Coronation Street will come out. Part.
Good answer. So Andre, I saved you for last. So you wore a lot of hats in this thing. You were not only the director, you were the actor as well, and you played a very scummy guy.
Yeah.
Without giving anything away, I think I can say that, right? That's not spoiling.
No. I mean, you look at my face and you're like, this guy's a dick, so it's fine. Okay, I think I've fallen into place. Yeah. But but it's very easy to get into character when you have like also like amazing actors to work with, and to the character of Kevin as well is very like is very yeah, my exorcist bruv. That's Matt Chris who helped us in the film as well. Thank you so much, bro.
Good job, man.
Character Kevin is very like a weird kind of dude, but it's not possible if not for like the characters that that kind of like help him to be like a bad seed, if you know what I mean. Like you can write shit and you can be great, but if you've not got like people who can bring you other characters to life, because every character has a story, so if you've got like different characters who have their own stories and their own history. It's like in life, you got like Abiomi and Shadell and Nick and Laura and Eric have their own backgrounds, their own histories and all that shit. So it's like if like with Kevin, it was like, okay, cool. It's like playing somebody who kind of like has like a bad background to make him do what he does when you have all these other kind of characters. And I've met people in my life who are really bad seeds. And people in my life who are really good people as well. So it's kind of like finding that balance between everyone, but also realizing it's a film, it's not real life as well. Right. So it's like finding a way to kind of like complement what these guys are doing. But I think Eric is a cool character. Sorry, not Eric. Oh my God, sorry. I think Kevin is a great character.
Oh yeah.
He's really cool and yeah, I mean, obviously he dies a brutal way, but he's a really nice dude for me.
So I got a couple questions. This one is for everybody, so you can take turns answering it. So, working on a small, independent film, low budget, you have a lot of freedom. You're not restricted to like, line producers and stuff. People, all the pressure. So, from the time of you create the script and you guys actually started shooting, how was that process? Working, and so I'm presuming like was it like your house, Kevin, Andre, or was like
the location? Okay, in our house. A few parts were outside, so again, not to ruin it, but obviously it starts inside and then we go outside a little bit.
Okay, so like far as like I guess rehearsing the scenes and like how long did it take? Like what was like a day for you guys? We guys like 8-hour days or?
The only people I rehearsed with, and correct me if I'm wrong because I can't remember, it was just you and Oriana, right? Yeah.
No, we did a read through. Yeah, we did like a.
So you're right. Yes, so we did like a read through with everybody online, and then we did. Maybe before that we did just Abiomi and Oriana. Oriana can't be here today because she's working. But if she wasn't working, she'd be here. She'd be like, I'm sorry I can't be here. And so anyone who doesn't know, Oriana is the girl on the poster and the main. Yeah, she's fucking amazing. I love it. But yeah, she can't be here today. I love everybody, but she can't be here. She can't be here today because of work. London wages high. But so we only had one proper physical rehearsal, which was between you and Oriana, and everything else we kind of done on the fly. Yeah.
But I think the really good thing is that Andre and I, in particular, I can't speak for everyone else, had a catch up and so many good calls where we could pull apart the character, pull apart what was happening, and then that kind of took the place of a physical rehearsal because we'll just sew in our characters before it even started versus rehearsing lines, which I think was just so beneficial for me in particular.
Awesome. What about you, Yomi? How did?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, rehearsed. Yeah, from what Andre said, we had me and Oriana. We had one rehearsal day.
Yeah.
We came in, we rehearsed a few
No,
scenes.
we actually filmed as well that day. We filmed it. Yeah, we did. Yeah,
Actually,
we filmed it. So we filmed a few things. Sorry.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's true.
Sorry.
We rehearsed and we filmed. I think was it one scene?
No, we filmed the demon shit as well outside.
Okay,
But,
we filmed quite a bit.
Yeah.
So we literally the day of the rehearsals was actually the day of filming for us.
yeah.
But yeah, we rehearsed for that one day and done some filming. But it's just like obviously great just for me to just do rehearsal because it's kind of like okay, you're able to sort of block scenes and see how the scenes will work. And obviously this was the first time I officially met Oriana, and I'm pretty much in nearly every scene with her. So we really fast to obviously build that that chemistry, and it was great. We clicked straight away, and as you can see, the on-screen chemistry between Oriana's great at home.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I want to shout as well to Oriana. Like she's like I work with amazing people like Shadell, Nick, Abiyomi, Eric, Laura, and lots of other people. And Oriana is definitely one of those people who is like, like these people. You work with them, and you're like, wow. It's like you meet someone, and it's like, wow, you literally just answered. You literally ticked all my boxes in one word.
Yeah, she had to do all the makeup and stuff too. So that.
Right? I mean, it'd be good if we can do another one in the future, and she's here. But she for me, she's very she reminds me of me when I do music. Like she's one of those things where you see them on stage. I'm not arrogant, but like you see them on stage and just blow your kind of mind in a good way. Like it's not what you expect, but it happens.
Cool. Well, Laura, how was your experience doing far as just preparing for the role and just on shooting days? I know you were towards more the end of the film, so did that help any? Yeah.
Yeah. So. Okay, so our scene actually we went straight to it. We didn't rehearse that one. I think we went just straight to it, and then we did a couple of takes and options. Mm-hmm. I think in terms of Sasha, I mean she's a really interesting character in this because she's very intuitive, and then obviously her husband is Jamie, as you saw Jamie, right?
Yeah.
So they have this interesting dynamic of relationship where he's kind of like her wild side, and they have 2 kids, and then he behaves like the third one. It's like the kind of relationship dynamic, which is quite interesting. And she's Amy's best friend. She's very intuitive in terms of I can see what's the read.
So Mrs.
Yeah, and so she's really intuitive in what's happening to Amy, especially in the scene. And as Shadell mentioned, everyone else is in their own world inside, thinking in their own mind. And then Sasha is pretty much outside of her world and is very intuitive and pretty much looking at what's happening to Amy. It was such a good experience.
Nice. I totally saw that. It's kind of you had a bad situation to deal with too in the movie. So all I can say, Nick. So, because I know you didn't have a lot of scenes in the movie, but the ones you had, again, you made them stand out. So, how was your whole process, as far as get on the day of, and how long did it take you and whatnot?
Well, I mean, I came into it pretty comfortable and confident because having worked with a few of the castmates beforehand. So I was just more so excited. So obviously it was just talking to a mirror for about 2 months and harassing my roommate with the lines. Other than chemistry reads and I think maybe we did have a call just between us just to see how it would flow. Yeah. Other than that, I came in and 30 minutes later after talking some shit, we went right in. So, I mean, it just happened immediately, and we were just having fun with it. So I think really we were just so comfortable with each other that barely any, I wouldn't say mistakes, but probably a few hitches, everything just flowed. So I again was very very lucky with it.
Yeah.
Nice. Eric? So, Jack Daniels?
Yeah.
That was last year. But, well, obviously Andre, it's a joke between myself and Andre. But yeah, for myself, it was just one of them ones before we even started recording. More time we was like sitting down talking about life in general. So it's one of them ones that when I sit with Andre, we don't sit there and talk about acting all the time because others have got more of a bigger role, and what he wants specifically from myself, we kind of more base it on life, our experiences, and then bring it through to what he would want for myself. And what was more interesting was the voice, isn't it, Dre?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I like the voice, man. I like how it's very deep and like a very. I don't know. It's very like gravitating. You know, like this is the voice of God. Kind of like it's very like gravitating. Kind of like it's like a very like gravitating voice. And for me, the artist is this. So obviously, amongst other things we were doing, you know, like. It sounds a bit weird, but yeah, amongst other things we're doing, like, you know, friendship stuff, it was very important to kind of like emphasize that your voice is awesome and want to have your, you know, your vocal, yeah. Oh, cheers, Peter. Thank you very much. So yeah, to have your voice on the film, man. Like, yeah, you got a good voice. Like it should be.
He does. I'm jealous.
Yeah.
Well, we can always like send a little check. We'll sort it out.
There you go. I like that answer. So my next question, I'm gonna start. I'm gonna ask it now. I'll get Laura to answer first. Andre, I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna get you last because it's gonna be a multi-part answer for you. I'm thinking.
Cool.
But I want to ask, in my experience with doing independent film, and I know yours too. What was the hardest part in this one? And that could be, you know, anything from like just a scene to just, you know, anything. Laura?
For me, was not being in more scenes and being able to be with more. It was because, you know what was mind blowing, because I was just filming my part and then everyone is like kind of like doing their thing. Everyone is running, doing their stuff. And then when you watch the film afterwards, like the whole thing put together, the things that you didn't see when they were being made.
Yeah.
And some people I didn't have the chance to actually meet them, like Amy. So I was like, okay, I would have loved to have more time to develop those relationships on set. But it was amazing to watch the film and just see everyone's work. And also the makeup was mind blowing to me because I didn't have the chance either to see it.
Good makeup.
So I saw some little bits here and there, you know, on set, and this little like protests and everything. But then when I saw it, I was like, wow, this is crazy. And so yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, movie magic, right? It's crazy when you see, you know, when you sitting there getting a shot, then you actually see the final things. That's the same movie?
Yeah.
Awesome. So I'm going to go backwards this time. I'm going to start with Nick first. So what was like the hardest part on this experience for you?
I think because I didn't have that many scenes within the movie, despite it being bulky when I was in it, I think probably the hardest thing for me was coming to figure out what was the best way to convey what I was trying to say. Well, even though it was kind of what I was saying was funny and humorous, in terms of conveying that message and what the scene was trying to deliver originally. But yeah, I really just let it up to Andre because, you know, he's a director and whatever.
That's you, dude. Yeah, man.
It's like I do what I have to do, and then you tell me otherwise, and then I work from there, you know. But yeah.
Awesome. Shadell?
I think for me, it definitely, well, without giving anything away, the second scene that I'm in, just getting in that emotional state.
Actually, you mean the third scene, because the second scene you're asleep.
Yeah. I'm asleep. Although I had to wake up.
That was a beautiful scene, don't get me wrong, right? Very nice.
Yes, I guess the third scene that I'm in, just getting into that emotional state, and separating what I knew as Shadell versus what I know as CJ. So yeah, that was definitely my biggest challenge, I think.
All right, cool. Yomi?
Yeah, mine's quite similar to Shadell. Mine was the bit when I was in the car, just crying, all that
That was
stuff.
good, dude. You did a really good job.
Yeah, that was because I've personally never done that kind of crying, emotional kind of state scene, and it was the one that I didn't just want to make it seem as if okay, Elijah's just crying. I was in my mind, I was going through like a range of different states of emotions. Like, I was actually putting myself in Elijah's shoes, like, damn, that's spoiling
Nice,
it,
yeah.
like this is actually about to happen. So it was quite a tough scene to shoot. I know Andre kept the camera rolling for quite a while, but I was really building the emotions in that scene. But
6 batteries.
right?
But you don't want to like try to get into an emotional state. You kind of, as you're saying, try to like think as the character.
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Which is the hard part.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to just be like, oh, I want to cry during this
That's the
scene.
thing,
Because then
yeah.
it's like not a believable scene. It's
Yeah,
kind of
you know what I
awful.
mean?
Yeah.
I was like I was basically put myself in the situation like
Yeah.
I basically carried the whole journey from the beginning of the film
Yeah.
up until now, like, this is everything that's happened. So I kind of imagine that I was living, breathing Elijah, like, okay, this is really gonna happen, and I've relived the whole journey from the beginning with Amy up until that point. But yeah, it was quite a tough bit. Probably the toughest sort of shot in any kind of project I've done, if I'm being honest. Yeah.
It was fun to film as well, sorry. It was
Yeah.
really fun. It was really fun. We had Tobias, who's unfortunately not here today, but he played the demon character. And he was when you were filming that scene, Tobias was in the back seat of the car. And he was, because we filmed his scenes afterwards. And literally as soon as you had finished your scene, like pure emotion, like you see, and obviously Tobias is in like the demon hand, and you see his hand like touch his shoulder from behind. So he's like, well done, bruv.
Oh, I see. I got that visual in my head now. That's. But look, in all seriousness, dude, the crying thing, like I always like admire actors and actresses that can do that, because I just don't know if I could cry on cue. Like that's a skill, So bravo again on that, and just like again, as far as like Andre as the director, dude, you really did a good job, just getting these actors where they need to be. That.
No, thank you, man. Cheers.
Heck yeah. So Eric, what was the hardest thing for you in this?
Just the Jack Daniels. That's it. No, on the real. No, because of the role that I had, it was more natural. That's why for me the hardest part was it being over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good answer. Okay.
Like going to what Laura was saying, like, because I hadn't seen anybody else's parts. So to see everything pieced up together was just like, whoa, like mind blowing. So yeah. It was dope, man. It was dope. Looking forward.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So Andre, first part, what was the hardest part for you in all of this? Because you were, again, the writer, the director, producer, actor, and I'm pretty sure you did music too, right? You composed the music, which was phenomenal. So how was it, man?
No, it's cool. Like, I love working like this. I love pushing myself to the brink of, like, head explosion. I don't know if I'm like some kind of like, I don't know, something like S&M or whatever. But I really enjoyed it. But I was only able to do it because I knew the actors beforehand. So because I knew Laura, I knew Nick, I knew Abiomi. I knew Eric. I knew people from Project Summer. Like I knew how they are as people. I knew how they work in acting. I feel like I'm missing some. Yeah, and Tobias as well. Like because I worked with them before, I kind of knew how they kind of, how I can push them a little bit and how far I can push them before they kind of like bite back or but it's just them as people. And for me that was I don't know, like for me, it was kind of just this is the way I like to work. I like to work in a very like tight environment, and I like to work very kind of the people that I love to work with. I love to see people in different like roles. I love to see people like take on roles that are different from what we did before, because it pushes them and it pushes me to see you in a different light and film you in different lights. People are like, hey, ain't that the guy from your other film? It's like, oh, yeah, it is, yeah, but they don't know it because we've done such a good job in making them different from how it was before.
Right.
But sorry, what was the question again? So the question was, what's your challenge?
Yeah.
It wasn't really a challenge. The challenge for me is always budget. It's always trying to like write for what your budget is.
Oh yes, I know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like,
that actually goes to my next question for you.
Okay.
What are, from script to actually finishing the film, what did you have to change, if anything? Like, you really wanted to get this one scene, but because of either timing, budget restraints, or whatever, you just couldn't do that, so you had to improvise and change it up.
Nothing. For Midnight, nothing. Nothing.
Cool.
Perturbation we changed. We have a great makeup crew. Romina knows that, and she's a great makeup artist. There was nothing I had to change in regards to budget at all, to be honest with you. And we had the house for free, so
right.
we were very lucky. If we didn't, that would have cost a lot of money. And obviously everybody else was paid something, but it wasn't great. It's not great. No, in terms of budget, every in my head, because I knew this is what we had. I was like, look, this is what it is. Like if you want to do it, do it. If you don't. I'd love to work with you, but everyone was, understanding of that, and what we did, there was no simple challenges. It was literally just, and for myself as a filmmaker, I've only started filmmaking maybe 4 years ago, so I'm kind of still learning and kind of going with every film, so I kind of learn from my past experiences and build upon that and the technology. And I love doing cinematography as well, and I can't afford to have anybody else that I really inspires me to do cinematography. So it's it's kind of corners, but it's also I didn't have any super challenges. It just was making something for the budget that we kind of had.
That's great, man. That's awesome.
I think for me, I love journeys, and I think Midnight Perturbation is a great start to what you're going to see in number 2. Number 2 is going to fucking be, sorry to swear, but I think number 2 is going to be really,
oh hell yeah,
crazy, man, very crazy film.
But I think that's a testament to how well you did. The fact that you're saying there was no challenges. I mean, Andre wrote the whole thing, did it all in his spare time outside of work, did all of the music, the directing, everything. So I know you're saying there's no challenges, but this in itself was a massive challenge that you just rose above.
Thank you very much.
I did want to say before I move on, the music, dude. I love the music. We had to talk about that before anyway. We like similar stuff, but the music really fit the film. You know what I'm saying? It had this bleakness to it, if that makes sense. Something it was kind of uneasy, throughout the film, and I like that.
Awesome. Yeah, with the music. For me, when I think about the films that really inspire me, and I try to imagine I watched that film when I was blind, and the music for me, because obviously being a musician, I realize a lot of the music is more what inspires me than the visuals, especially with John Carpenter, because John Carpenter, you'll see he writes his own soundtracks.
Yes, sir.
And for me, it's the way he writes music is very He goes to the visuals, but he also writes in a way where it's if you're blind, you could know that someone's dying right now.
Right, yeah.
Really weird, it's he's very good at that. And there's no one else that I know. I love Hans Zimmer as well. I think he's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, Carpenter, he gives it's has its own character, right? A good example is remember Christine, when lights came on,
exactly, man.
Yeah.
When you see Christopher Nolan movies and you hear Hans Zimmer, it's great, but it complements the visuals. But when you go back to the 80s and you see John Carpenter and the way he the music is its own element. If you was in a cinema and there's a power cut and all the visuals died,
Right.
music, you would know what was going on because the music
Absolutely.
is
Absolutely right.
Like that, and that for me is very important for horror. Yeah.
That's good, man. Yeah, again, like I said, the music's awesome. The visuals are great. And all right, so for the next question, since this is such a dark, bleak film, what was your the most fond memory you had on set? Cause I know a lot of us when we work, there's always that one little moment we all kind of like, either bond or we have a good laugh. And have each of you had your own experience on the set with that? I'll start with Laura.
Well, I love the improvisation beats where, these things happen that you're not expecting them. So in my case, we were doing this scene where we were smoking outside, and we were actually not smoking. That was like a paper that we made. And, there were 2 takes. One of them, my mouth was burning. The second one, the paper got this this big flame. We were trying to.
Oh no!
And of course, you don't want to get out of the mood of the scene, but it's really funny when these things happen on set.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's always fun to work with people that you know already because you just get in and out, and it's pretty easy as well. So it was fun.
Awesome. So I'm gonna start with Nick again. What was it for you, man?
Well, I gotta jump off Laura's comment. Same improv. I think, yeah, I had some really outrageous ideas that obviously didn't make. I think even got to a point where Yomi taught me something in Yoruba. And I didn't see it. But didn't make the cut. But that definitely is very memorable for me. It was just such a good time.
And those words in Spanish were hilarious.
See, I think, yeah, my accent's not that good, but I think that was the whole point of the scene, wasn't it? Just to be sounding like an absolute idiot.
That's hilarious. So, Shadell, what was yours?
I think mine was honestly because the girls scene was in here and the guys were in the next room filming their scene first, and we could overhear them. And
oh, interesting.
it was just so funny trying not to laugh, like why you were saying the most ridiculous things. But yeah, and it was also just so good because my character and also me, I haven't met anyone before. I'm overhearing this guy's conversation. I'm also sitting there with 2 women that I don't really know yet.
Right.
So it was just the best day because it helped me get into character. Yeah, it was just amazing.
And also was a contrast because our scene was really tense. The tension is building, and their side they're just joking and
yeah, exactly.
Right.
Contrast.
Did that help though? Did it help you guys with your scene, having that contrast, or did it kind of take you out of it for a little bit?
No, I think it definitely it helped. It was filmed after, our scene was filmed after, but yeah, I think it helped me feel everyone has their own group here, and then obviously these 2 characters know each other, and I was feeling just this need to impress almost, which they had as well. But yeah, so I think it helped, but it was funny.
To me, I was like, "Shut up, guys!"
No, I mean, because I'm thinking back to that dialogue, between the beginning. I was thinking about what you guys heard, what the hell, That's pretty funny. Yomi, what about you?
Yeah, this would be my the funniest one of the funniest memories for me was the scene where Kevin and Elijah are having a serious conversation in the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Andre had to shoot it so many times because I kept on laughing. And I don't know why I kept on laughing. I think I can't remember what it was. Something happened, and there was a point where the shot was on me, so I had to, try to be serious, but I kept on laughing. Andre kept on laughing, Ramina kept on laughing. I was like, okay, it's another take. I kept on laughing. I just kept on laughing. I don't know why. I kept on laughing. And
That's the worst.
yeah, because
You know.
something happened. I can't remember what it was, and then it threw me off. But eventually, we got there in the end, you know. But yeah,
That's good. But dude, I like sets like that. And I've been on sets where everybody's so damn uptight and everybody's so serious. Like, man, come on, let's have, you got to lighten up a little bit, because I mean, you know how to shoot. Some days it can get a little, bit much if it's long days, and you got to laugh and let out some steam. So that's good.
Sorry.
Remember when we last seen? Why was it that I kept on laughing? Oh, that we did a scene downstairs this year.
Oh yes, yeah.
Why did I keep on laughing?
My face, man.
We need those bloopers though.
Oh,
Yeah,
we have them, yeah.
I would love to see that.
You look at my face and you just kept start laughing. I was like, dude, sorry.
I'm so unprofessional at this moment.
Oh.
Couldn't help it.
Yeah. I remember you looked at my face and started laughing. Like, never felt so bad about existing in life.
So, Eric, what about you? What was?
Jack Daniels. As I said earlier on, because of my role, it's more of an audio role, so I was not with the cast at all, seeing what was going on. So it made it more mysterious for me to see what Andre was visualizing from what he was talking to me about before I had done my pieces. But for me, the best part is just seeing what Andre does. From Project Summer, I had more of a role in Project Summer, but seeing what Andre does, and as my friend as well, I always keep saying this to him, I'm just mad proud of him. That's the best part for me. I'm watching everybody work.
Oh, that's dope, man. Yeah.
And sitting down watching the final thing, and seeing everybody's roles, some that I don't know, some that I've seen, some that I've heard of, and just watching the chemistry between everybody else, seeing how the makeup is done, big up Ramina. The positives is seeing everybody do their work. From every movie that Dre has done, I've always said this to him, proud of him, and for him writing, shooting, directing, doing everything by himself, and that's not an easy task. That's like recording an album by yourself, where you're recording, engineering, mastering, mixing, doing everything. So, to have the strength and ability to do that and then transcend it through others, to be able to bring out your visualizations of what you sat down and penned out first in a park or a bus or wherever, that's the testimony to Dre.
That's what's up, man.
Bro, thank you very much, man. Appreciate that.
No, kudos to you, my friend. Kudos to you.
Yeah, kudos to you. Yeah, kudos to you. But kudos to everybody as well. As much as I love that, man, like that, I'll come and see you and give you a hug. But obviously I can create the idea, but if it's not without the people who are part of the film, and for me when I say it, it's like two sides, because the audience, especially when they watch it on streaming, they only care about what they see on screen. So for me, it's like, the actors are super fucking important. So
Absolutely.
Like you guys took the roles on board, and we worked so well together, and I'm super thankful for you, for everybody, all of you. Like, yeah. But also the crew as well, who helped to create what we did. It was a lot of fun, and so like Matt, Aaron, Ramina, Tobias was cast.
Oh,
yeah, the crew. I feel like I'm missing something. Gadji, yeah, he was Gaetan, who was here from Italy. This kid flew all the way from Italy to come here and
wow.
Yeah, dude, like to help on this film. So, people like this, and I'm sure I'm missing someone, and I'm very apologetic. I can't remember your name. But yeah, it takes like a real team to really make a film, man. Like, so Eric, dude, I love you, man. I met you at a weird time in the world.
Yeah.
So when no one could do anything, and we was like busting wine and writing. Yeah. So, dude, I love you, man. So like we always have that connection. But yeah, like we kind of like I appreciate anyone who does anything creative now. I think now is very hard to be creative. So it's anyone who does it, like, hats off to you. I wish you the best, man. But it's fucking hard.
Movie making is it can be a bitch sometimes.
Yeah.
But but
it's just swearing, because I know you're a kid, dude. But I was like, I just need to, sometimes when you swear, like, people understand. It's like, oh, really? Like, when you swear, like people don't understand so much. So for me, it's like it's a very like, it's a very difficult time now for creatives.
I think there's some good stuff. You should put outtakes in YouTube.
Cool. Yeah, cool. Yeah, I will. I will do. I will do some. And we got loads. To be fair, there's one of you doing before it's some. So we done the sorry. So we're releasing Midnight Perturbation on Blu-ray, and there's a scene. So like the collector's edition, basically you have Project Summer and our first film. You have the film Midnight Perturbation, and you have the special disc, which is Project Summer, our first movie. And there's one outtake of Abayomi in the forest. Literally, I have it on video, and he's literally like running around from like flies and what. And I recorded that. We filmed it during the summertime, and he's literally just like running through the forest, trying not to get bit by flies.
So, Andre, I wanted to ask. I know we've been doing this about an hour. There's a couple more things I want to ask you guys before I forget. For you specifically, so tell everybody about the release of the film.
Yes.
Like, as far as how they can get it, when they can get it, all that.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So Project Summer is gonna be a physical edition at first. Eventually, we'll do streaming, but because streaming takes half of your revenue and half of everything, I don't particularly feel comfortable with Amazon and those companies taking my money or the hard work from everybody else. So I want to do physical first because I love physical. I love having a physical disc, and I feel that with horror in particular, especially indie horror, people already dig the physical aspects of having like an indie horror film on DVD or Blu-ray. So we're going to do like a Blu-ray release. It's out now. We're fulfilling pre-orders first, and then we will fulfill. Then we will put it online. And so by this Sunday, on Monday, maybe even tomorrow, to be fair, depends on how I wake up tomorrow. But I want to fulfill the pre-orders first. So if you head over to velvetvinylfilms.com, you'll be able to buy the Blu-ray.
Okay.
Monday on Monday, not tomorrow, but on Sunday and Monday you'll be able to buy the Blu-ray. Select your film. And the film comes with Midnight Perturbation, and it also comes with our first film, Project Summer, as well. So you get two films for the price of one.
Sweet. Is it gonna be a region free?
It's a region-free Blu-ray.
Okay,
yeah.
cool. Yeah, remember there's a time like when I was young, I didn't even know that. 'Cause I was wanting to get all these movies from over the country. I don't get all these Japanese movies and stuff. Wait a minute, region? What the hell does that mean? You gotta get a whole new VCR. DVD. It was insane.
Yeah.
But now they've kind of stopped doing that, which is good. But so I got the link to your new website in the description on YouTube. So that's where they can go.
Yes, if you go, this is like a store button. Store, and you see everything that's available. So by tomorrow night, the film will be. I mean, to be fair, by tomorrow, for you guys.
Sweet. Well, I'm getting a copy of it. So, and also I'm gonna let me know so I can I'll share it out to my social too. The link so people can check it out. So just let
for you, Chris, just message me and I will.
Yeah.
Something different for you, but for everybody else, just head onto the website. Click obviously, buy or whatever, and then I think it's order now or buy now, something like that. But then you get it within 8 days.
Yeah, because I want people to see this, man. It's a good movie, and this is we need more stuff like this. But what I want to tell you though is watching the movie, and again, I watch a lot of independent films. I'm making an independent film. What I like about good indie films, you can see the heart and the friendship, and people really trying to make something good. And that's something I felt throughout the whole movie. And that got me even more excited about it because I saw these people are really they want to give, they're not just, phoning it in. They're really trying to make a good movie. You don't need a big budget. You don't need an ensemble cast and 20 locations and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Just a small film. Exactly, with a good, with good talented people, you can make magic, and you guys did it. My hat, congratulations to that. And I'm happy for you guys.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. But definitely, I'll make sure I send that out. Two more questions, and this is for everybody. First one is there anything you guys got coming up that you want to talk about? A new film or music, anything. And I'll start with Laura first.
Maybe I'll be the last for that one.
Okay, I'll start. You know what? We'll do a backward. I'm gonna start with Eric this time. I'll put Eric last. So come on, Eric. What you got going on?
I don't mind being last. I'm the last of the first, so it's all good. Watch this space, really. Glitch TV 2018, cstore.com. Check out one of the guys that I'm working with. Just watch the space. That's all I'm going to say.
Cool. And Andre, like everybody, whatever they say, if you just send me a text or message, I'll put it in the link so people can check it all out.
Cool.
Nick?
What do I have coming up?
Yeah.
Midnight Perturbation 2. That's definitely solidified.
I know that film.
And to be honest, I'm just auditioning at this point. A couple callbacks here and there, so nothing in stone.
Cool. How's it in London? I mean, I know how it is over here in the States. How is it getting work over there as far as like auditions and stuff?
It's definitely still a saturated market. Well, at least from my experience. What I will say is that it feels like it's definitely a hub when it comes to all things TV and film. Mm-hmm. So I think there is opportunity if you do enough. I think if you go to enough casting workshops and you network, I think, if luck is on your side, I think it is possible. That being said, it's a tough city to be in, wage-wise, and also you don't really have the time, especially when these things go on. So, yeah, just as hard as everywhere else. But, it's where it's at, so you just got to persevere.
Right on. Shadell?
I have Midnight Perturbation 2. I just finished that script, so no spoilers, but honestly, so excited.
Well, we know you two didn't die in the movie, so. Well, maybe they did. Maybe they came back. I don't know.
I would like to, potentially have a scene with you this time.
You never know.
I just did a 48-hour film competition, and where you write and direct and film film 48 hours, and that turned out pretty cool. So I'm very excited for that to release soon. Awesome. But I just love working with independent filmmakers. Honestly, just getting a group of people together to make something that people are really passionate about is just the best space to be in.
Absolutely. Yomi?
Yeah, I got Midnight Perturbation 2. And also 2 theatre projects that I'll be doing this year as well. In the coming autumn/winter. So I'm just getting prepared for that, really. But that's pretty much it, really, for me.
Hey, that's good enough, man. Shit. I mean, I'm excited when you say a sequel. I love the first one, so I'm ready. I'm ready for this next one. All right. I will save you for last, Andre. Laura, okay. Have you came up with an answer yet?
I do have it. It's Midnight Perturbation 2, but I was hoping we won't talk about that now. Super excited about it. I'm going through the script now, so really excited about this. And I also have another project, which is a fantasy film.
Cool.
But I cannot say much about it either. So
okay,
where I am now.
Awesome. All right, Andre. Well, I know you got the sequel, so what else you got?
Dude. I've seen Midnight Perturbation 2. Love the script. I think it's going to be a very cool, crazy movie that brings everything that you see in number one or story number one to higher levels. But before then, we are doing a film which is not horror. That not a lot of people know about, but basically we had the script before I did Midnight Perturbation 2. I wanted to do this movie, but I couldn't do it for confidence and other partly emotional stuff, but also contract, government and all that shit. But anyway, I've gone past that now. So now we're doing this film. It's a feature film starring Abiyami as well at the end of the year. I'm surprised.
I wasn't sure what about.
I was surprised you didn't mention that.
Well, I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if you wanted me to mention it or not. But
it's all good, dude.
Yeah, there we go.
So yes, we're doing this movie.
This is my fifth project with Angie.
About it's not horror at all.
All right, cool.
I just wanted to do before Midnight Perturbation, but yeah, it's like a thriller kind of drama film about someone who has the end of being treated like shit and decides to kidnap his he gets made redundant. He decides to kidnap his boss's daughter, and says, by the time in a car, and he's like, by the time I stop this car, if you don't pay me what I want for the whole of my life, I will kill your daughter.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty brutal. But the daughter, and in some ways, his character as well develops some kind of like Stockholm syndrome, where you start to feel something like, you know what I mean, like, which complicates the whole situation itself. So we're doing that in November, I think, and then then we will start to work on MP2.
Awesome. I can't wait. And again, dude, like I love everything, what you've done so far. So I'm excited for anything you guys put out. So the last thing I ask everybody who comes on this is horror. What's your favorite monster in a movie? And what's your favorite special effect in a horror movie? So who would like to go first?
Not me, because I can't remember who I said first last time we spoke.
I can't remember. I think we agreed. I think we both said the xenomorph. That was mine. Was the xenomorph?
Yeah.
Aliens.
It was aliens. Yeah.
Yeah. You can't. Yes. Hands down. Let's see. Nick, do you have one?
Nah, give me a second.
All right. Who wants to go? Eric?
It's a moment and a special effect, you said?
Oh, monster. Your favorite monster in a horror film and a favorite special effect. Yes.
Favorite monster for me, well, once that I grew up watching, for me definitely has to be Freddy Krueger.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Good choice.
I love all the Nightmare on Elm Street. I mean, it even gave me nightmares.
Nice choice.
But I still watched it. Like, someone who comes to your dreams and just like, yeah. I feel like the whole concept of the film was just brilliant for its time, and just the whole Freddy character, the whole makeup and that is.
Yeah, he's definitely unique. He's he stands out. So
yeah, and I feel Freddy Krueger's. I grew up watching him, so I'm just like, yeah, he's top tier for me. Special effects, I have to come back to me on that one though.
Okay, who wants to go next?
Would you class The Duel as a horror film?
Say again, sorry.
The Duel. You remember the film Duel with that truck? That was the truck and the car.
Oh, Duel, the Steven Spielberg movie. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That and the Blob.
Good choice. No, Duel's a good one. I a lot of people don't talk about it much. Again, like, it had the same ending as Jaws. Like the creature was like roaring, it crashed off the cliff, just like Jaws when the head exploded. Yeah, that's a good one. Duel. All right. Anybody else?
For me, it's probably that's a bit of a tough one. All right, maybe okay. Would you? Is it a monster? I'm not too sure. For me, the scariest thing growing up for me was Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh, that was really nice.
Leatherface? Oh yeah, Leatherface is awesome.
First
one.
Yeah, he's a bit crazy, man. Like,
he's crazy.
Yeah.
He's a monster.
Yeah.
I mean, could have been a good guy once upon a time.
Yeah. I mean, when I was a kid, he scared me because he was. I mean, it's funny because as a kid, like monsters didn't scare me, but like Texas Chainsaw Massacre because it was too real for me. Like I just something about just that guy running around. I don't know, it's creepy to me, but
yeah, Leatherface. Oh my god, for sure.
Exactly.
Special effects.
Damn,
that's a tough one. Actually.
Go on, mate. What's your special effect?
Like something like Interstellar or something. Wait, did they have special effects?
It could be anything. It could be like, it don't have to be like a man, like a body thing. It could be like an explosion or a car chase. It could be anything. So.
Oh, probably the hospital explosion in The Dark Knight when it was supposed to go.
Oh yes,
yeah.
And then it was like turning around.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool. When I found out
that's pretty cool.
Scenes, I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. Awesome. That's awesome.
Will Midnight Perturbation 2 have a cinema screen soon? Yes, 110% sure it will. We're not planning to film MP2 until probably like February, March one time next year. But yes, we'll definitely do like a very intimate screening like we did for Midnight Perturbation for sure. Sorry to jump in, but yeah.
Awesome. So
Like I'm drawing a blank on all
Yeah,
on all
you're thinking
special
about
I know it's a lot of them.
horror is Rosemary's Baby.
Oh,
Really?
mine too.
Okay,
I
yeah.
love that one. That's the classic one. I love it.
That one's
Especially
really
That could fit.
But also
Okay.
the entire time you're just completely on edge. And
Yeah,
that's
it's a good
why,
movie.
yeah.
It's
I
a
really,
very
and I
good
guess
film.
it falls under cosmic horror, maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I love the tension of that film as well. And for me, like the moment when you see the first time the black creep, it's just
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
it's so weird and so bizarre, and
Yeah.
it like really plays with your imagination
Right.
when it happens. It's really interesting.
You know the prequel's coming out to that.
Yes, the prequel.
Rosemary's Baby. Yeah, it comes out next year, I think. It's called Apartment something. I forgot what it's called. But yeah, it's a just like the Omen. They're gonna do the first Omen. They're doing a prequel to
Oh.
Rosemary's Baby.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll
I
see.
really like that film. Like the actress who played the new nun, what do you call her? Like
Yeah.
she was great. The part where she won't ruin it for someone who's not seeing it, but the part where she after the car crash and she's standing there and she's going
Oh
for
yeah.
like in that moment, in that literally that moment, I fell asleep and I woke up. Literally, within 2 seconds. But she was doing this weird dance, like ritual, and I was like, "That is amazing acting." I'm sorry, that was amazing. Like that for me was like, wow. Like for me to like clock out for a minute because you're doing it for so long, and to clock out and to jump back in, and you still be doing that. I was like, that was
Right.
But the film itself was, I thought it was really good. I love the fact that you see Damien obviously at the end, or you hear about
Yeah.
at the end. I like that film. There's a few things that I thought was a bit too like modern, but
Yeah, it wasn't crazy. The Omen, I was never a big fan of the Omen franchise, but the prequel, that kind of, that was all right for a prequel, especially. A lot of those would be hit and miss when they try to do that, but that was okay.
Exactly.
But yeah, so I think we top 4. Mine's Xenomorph from Aliens. I think that's that and the Cenobites from Hellraiser.
Yeah.
The best monsters, and effects is the thing. You can't.
Yeah.
That's the best.
Exactly. Have you seen Alien Romulus there?
I'm gonna say I bought the Alien bucket. I got those, but that was like fucking $70. I said, okay, well, if I got that, I'll wait on the movie. I think I know how the movie's gonna play out. I can wait. I actually binge watched the entire Alien series the other week, and Alien 1 is still a masterpiece. Alien 2 is good. Alien 3 is a good Alien movie, but it's a terrible Alien sequel. I'll say that. Alien Resurrection, some trash. I never liked it, that one. And
I love Ron Perlman, but even he couldn't save that.
Yeah, and Prometheus and Covenant, that was a mistake. I really think they should not have done that. But
Yeah,
I got a whole.
was watching Romulus.
Are you gonna go see it?
I will. I think we're going tomorrow, or maybe Sunday. But we'll definitely.
Did you see a lot of the marketing for it around America?
Yeah, with those face huggers and everyone's
they're going all out for it.
Yeah.
I hope it's good, man. We need a good Alien movie. That's too good of a concept for them to keep on butchering like they've been doing. So we'll see. We'll see. But it's been about an hour. I think that's about it. Do we want to show the trailer one more time before we?
I think we should. I think I want to say as well. Sorry,
Sure.
Anybody who's joined, who's watching still, if you have any questions, please ask the questions now.
Oh yeah.
Who have joined and they haven't asked questions, but they wanted to ask questions. So if you want to ask a question, ask now, because don't text me afterwards. But yeah, please, if you have a question, please
Just
ask it.
to William Farrell, because he's
Let me go ahead and. He I think we got the last one. Just about the screening. He wanted to know about that one, which we did.
Oh yes, yeah. So midnight to the screen for sure.
All right, so let's add this to the stage. Give me 1 second. I'm on one screen. I need to get 2 screens to do this.
Inside each stone is a fossil containing the blood of an ancient demon. It feeds off of anxiety, guilt, and betrayal. These emotions give it strength, allowing it to latch onto the closest being that is harboring those emotions. Once it's laid inside a host, it's only a matter of time. I've not been able to sleep since I took that thing. Okay, I keep getting these crazy evil visions in my head, nosebleeds, night sweats, and an insatiable lust for blood. And if I'm feeling like this, I can't imagine what's going on with Amy.
At least look at me. Don't you want to see me one last time?
It's not really no other way.
I'm sorry, but this is perturbation. Death is the only way to end perturbation.
Hey.
Love it.
That's better be on your showroom. That's like that is your own.
Every class in
Every
the
fucking
she's the
time.
guy.
I don't know who he is. We fucking hired him.
And I think we got Pharrell. He said Texas Chainsaw Massacre. The original was Bookie for sure, and Creepshow's a great one.
What's Creepshow was like a ripoff of Tales of the Crypt. You know, it's like a
like a comic book.
yeah, Creepshow is cool. I like that.
Yeah, I love Creepshow. I got a steel box of that on Blu-ray.
Yeah, awesome.
So yeah, Andy, any questions? Let's see, we got a few people watching. You're right. They're probably gonna wait till we finish. They're gonna blow up your your feed about all this stuff.
Yeah. Like for me, like this again, I would say huge thank you to everybody who joined, and a huge thank you to the cast who's here now, and the crew and everybody who worked on Midnight Perturbation. Obviously, it's released today. So go head over to velvetvinylfilms.com and pick up your copy, and support what we do, and support obviously the journey that will be Midnight Perturbation 2 that will happen in a couple of months. So, and I see myself.
I'm trying to give you the limelight here.
Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah. I also want to say as well, like Chris, you as a filmmaker, to another filmmaker, I think your film looks amazing, dude. I want to show it to these guys. Literally, obviously, for this call, we're gonna go into the other room where I have my big TV and
cool.
A movie.
But yeah,
congratulations, man. Like,
thanks, man. We're getting there. We're getting there.
Yeah. It takes a lot to make a film, man. Like seriously, like a lot of people.
Heck yeah! One day we gotta just have like a private chat and just talk about like I can tell you some stories about this shit about making movies.
I think you're a cool guy. So
thanks, man. You too, dude.
I
wish. So you was in New York? Was it last week or the week?
No, I'm doing on Sunday.
Damn, yeah. Like, dude, that's like because New York. I'm in Virginia. I'm in the country, so I'm like 12 hours from you. Yeah, I mean, because I got a lot of friends up there. Unless a lot of one of my short films is getting shown in New York. But maybe next year or something. I'll head up that way.
Yeah. Like I messaged you that but next week I'll be in New York. But congrats to you, man. Like it takes
awesome, man. Yeah, I mean, again, congratulations to you guys. I mean, I tell people like making a movie is hard. Like anything, if a movie gets made, that's an accomplishment. Just because all the stuff you got to do to make it, especially when you're doing a low budget. Because you got to make so many sacrifices, and people like working for next to nothing. So you got to work around schedules and day jobs and all that stuff. So I mean, just to have this thing done and have it done good, that's awesome, man.
Oh, thank you very much, man. I mean, again, wouldn't be possible if not for these amazing, beautiful faces.
Yeah, you guys are awesome. I mean, again, I'm looking forward to seeing anything you guys put out. And I'm definitely gonna pick up a copy of this movie. And again, let me know whatever I need to do to help, spread it and share it and stuff,
Yeah,
and I'll do that for you.
100%. Like, yeah, we'll get you a nice cheap copy. Because I know sending to the US is a bit like from here to the US is a bit expensive. So
It's not bad. Australia's a nightmare. Because when we
Yes, so
Anyone in
yeah.
Australia, I'll bring you a copy.
Oh, yeah, look, yeah. Well, I say that because no, actually, we had done some comic books about a year or two ago. We had a couple of people from Australia get it. Like the shipping is unreal. I didn't understand it. Like this is crazy. Like, why is the shipping so high over there? But it is what it is.
Okay.
Let's see. Hold on a second. We had 2 more questions from Pharrell. Let's see. What music best describes each of you? Christopher 2. Okay. I mean, yeah, guys want to answer that?
I mean,
Osbourne.
Really? I did not
What did you
expect
say,
that.
sir?
Ozzy Osbourne, Bark of the Moon.
Oh, nice.
That's my
Okay.
theme.
Okay.
What do you think of
Okay. I think he listens to, for me, I mean, people who don't know, obviously, I have my bands, which are like metal. Well, one band is like a melodic death metal band, which is like Despair, and I have my other band, which is like we call Synth Rage, which is like a synth and goth and industrial and dark synth kind of style music, called Aeronova. And I feel that is what describes me best with those musics. But I love everything. I love reggae, I love jazz, I love ska, I love punk, I love. I don't like pop. I think pop is literally white noise to me. This year, seriously, I can't listen to pop music. It really sounds like someone's running their nails kind of bored. But no, like for me that describes me. Like anything alternative is I feel like it's good.
For me, is the kind of music. I don't know the genre of it, but I don't know if it's 80s or 90s, and like it's like you're driving on like a beach, and it's like what's the kind of music it is?
Aeronova music.
It's not. We got it's not synthwave, but it's like it's like that kind of music that they play in the 80s, like you're driving on the beach far away.
But like what, like a saxophone?
Yeah.
It's like you're playing
Or is it
you're playing
like
GTA Vice City or something.
That kind of
Oh yeah. It's like
So you say your face is showing like I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I mean that's good music.
That's
good.
Wow, describes me. Chill. Yeah, it's the vibe.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
good choice. What about Eric?
Emo tech music, Unseen Warriors, Loco Peligro. Yeah.
That was great.
For those who don't know, that's Eric's alter egos. We just like hip hop and rap, and he's very good at it. So yeah,
Cool.
very good at it.
Chanel?
Send you the link, Chris.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
suffer for 80s. Small Town Boy by Bronski Beat, I think is
Okay.
my
Yeah.
most listened to song. My boyfriend got me an original press record of that
Awesome.
song, and it was
Cool.
like
Nice.
such a cool gift.
Cool. I think we lost Laura. I guess she had to leave or something. But
Yeah.
But for me, I don't know. It changes. I like Motown music. I like you know what I'm saying, from back in the day, like Diana Ross and stuff like that. I'm a big David Bowie fan. I mean, that's my son's name is Bowie. So
We're looking at a picture of David Bowie, right?
yeah, I love.
Yeah.
Especially like his Ziggy Stardust days and stuff. That's my
Oh,
shit. Yeah, I'm at, but again, that '90s grunge. Like, 'cause I'm a '90s kid. Like, I like Deftones and Slipknot. Those kind of guys. Nine Inch Nails. So.
Do you like the band Crosses as well?
Huh?
It's like Chino Marino's newish band. Crosses.
Oh, I've heard them.
I saw them maybe a month ago. Yeah, my birthday. Yes, like 2 months ago.
Nice.
They were very good. His vocals were amazing. But yeah,
Cool. Nice. Lately, I've been listening to a lot of 80s new wave. You know, like Depeche Mode, what is it? Not New World, New Order, Flock of Seagulls, and all those guys. You know, yeah. But I'm all over the place. It just depends on my, what mood I'm in. You know how it is. You know how I'm feeling that day is what music I'll play.
Yeah.
Sure. Awesome.
So let me see. He got two more things, I think. Final Destination, and Saw, and Hostile, and Midnight. I think he's trying to say Perturbation. But
yeah, that's definitely like
good.
Yeah.
Not a big fan of Hostile. I did like Final Destination, and I do like Saw. Hostile was okay. Let's see. What music? What do you say? What music best describes each? Oh, all right, he put that twice. All right, that was it. Yeah, that's
cool.
it. Sweet.
Thank you so much, man. Like, really
no problem. Anytime.
Yeah, really appreciate your. I want to show these guys this right now when we finish this.
Yeah. Show them, man. Hope y'all like it. It's a little silly. It's a little silly monster thing, but wait. I think you'll like it, man. As soon as I get an actual cut together, I'm gonna send it to you, man. Because my fiance, she's doing the editing, and we still we're almost done. We got a few more days left to shoot, but she's trying to, she's editing it right now. So hopefully by December we'll have a rough cut for you.
Awesome.
But everybody who's watched or will watch, thank you for watching. And again, in the links is his website where you can get a copy of his films. I highly suggest you watch them. They're awesome. And social media, all your social media links are in there as well, right, Andre?
They are, yeah.
Okay, so then check them out. Great music too. So if anybody out there need music for their film, hit them up.
Follow Aeronova. We're a really cool band, I think. And
you are.
More, if you like music, check out Aeronova, but also more importantly, check out the film stuff. And Midnight Perturbation, because we are doing a sequel soon. It's going to be amazing. And
can't wait.
Just keep on, support independent film because it's independent for a reason.
That's right. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much. I know it's getting late over there. It's kind of early here, but we'll talk soon, man. Anytime you guys want to come on, do some stuff, let me know. You always got a place here.
Thank you very much, guys.
No problem.
Love. See everybody soon, Chris. Thank you very much.
No problem, buddy. See you later.
All right. See ya.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right.
Let's see. Endings.
See ya.